Have you been buying too many One Piece cards for your collection that you can't afford to pay your electricity bill? Or maybe you're not able to afford your next dinner? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can collect One Piece cards for free, or at least more cost effectively. Coming from someone who has been collecting Pokemon cards for the past 3 years, I know how quickly you can spend money on cards, especially Pokemon One Piece. There's so many cards out there. You don't know what you want to grab, so you're just going to getting a bunch of stuff and your wallet is not looking that great. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 different strategies. I'm going to cover actual examples of how I apply these strategies in my collecting journey when it comes to One Piece. Make sure you watch till the end, because after I go over the 3 examples, I'm going to go over what I'm going to do next to add cards into my collection much more budget friendly. Let's get to it. Alright, strategy number 1 is purchase multiples. This can apply to sealed product as well as singles, but for this example, I'm going to go over sealed products, because if I'm looking to purchase something, you know what, when I think about it, that means someone else also would be interested in purchasing this. So what I do is I buy 2 or 3 of something I really like. So for this example, when OPO4 booster boxes were going for very cheap, when One Piece OPO5 set came out in Canada, because I'm from Canada, OPO4 booster boxes came down to $100 and no one was paying attention to that. So what I did is I purchased 2 OPO4 booster boxes for $100 each. And then what I was able to do, because I purchased 2, I was able to open one up, see what I can get, you know, have fun opening product, because honestly, I know it's so much fun to open products. You might not get anything great, but it's just so much fun. So I love opening products. So I opened 1 booster box and I kept the second one sealed. And what was crazy is just not even like 3 to 4 weeks, the OPO4 booster box prices jumped back up from $100 to $200. And if you think about it, when it hit $200, I just sold the second booster box, meaning that I was in those 2 booster boxes for at a 0 cost basis. What does that mean? I was able to basically open a booster box for free. So this is why I say it's very powerful when you can purchase multiples of the same products. And this doesn't only apply to booster boxes. When it comes to singles that you really like, if you buy multiple of them and if the card price goes up, if you sell the second or third one, it might make up for the entire first one you bought, or might just cover even most of the first one. So this applies to single cards as well as booster boxes. Alright, let's go to tip number 2. I'm going to name this one breaking down products. So when you're purchasing One Piece products, you got to know how to sell as well. I feel like everyone knows how to purchase when it comes to collectibles, but not everyone is good at selling. So what you should do is practice selling, because that way you can be able to grow your collection much bigger and much faster. And for this example, I'm going to go over, if you remember the One Piece gift collection, when these came around, this was an amazing product. I'm not sure, I feel like everyone slept on it. What you get is you get 5 OPO4 booster packs, you get 3 promos in it, as well as you also get a deck box. So what I did was I really wanted the promos in this set. If you don't know, the promos are beautiful. There's a Nami, there's a Robin. Those 2 I really liked. So what I was doing was I was purchasing these boxes. When I first got it was like $40, $50, $60. You can purchase these boxes. And then what I did was I opened up the promo packs. I was trying to hunt down some of these nicer promos. And whichever I didn't like, I kept the cards I liked. But I ended up selling the promos I didn't like, as well as selling the packs raw from the OPO4. For example, if you're spending like $50, let's say Canadian, and you ended up selling 5 of those OPO4 booster packs anywhere between $5 to $7, that's $35 back. And you sell, maybe you got some promos you didn't like, sell them for maybe $5 to $10 each. You essentially almost got that gift collection box for free, and you got to keep any other card you wanted, and maybe you sell the deck box. That's up to you. Like just again, these numbers are not exact. I'm just making this video for you to get an idea of how you can collect much more cost effectively, because of course we don't all have unlimited money. We're not all just have, like, you know, money we can just keep dropping into collections. We have bills to pay, we have other responsibilities. But just think about it. This is just one example I'm showing of a product in One Piece you can break down. But if I do see any opportunities on the channel, I'll make a video about it. If you're interested, subscribe. But let's go to tip number 3. This is my actually favorite way and favorite strategy, which I've been leveraging a lot. I do enjoy grading cards, and tip number 3 is grading cards. Buying your own card, grading them. And when I say buying your own cards, the most important thing is actually buying multiple of the same card. So for example, there's a card, if you guys remember the pre-winner Luffy right here, This is a card I really liked a lot and wanted in my collection. So what I did was I purchased 2 of these cards. So let's break it down. I purchased 2 of these pre-winner Luffys, and at the time when they were going for, I purchased anywhere between $60 to $70. There we got it, $60 to $70. And what I did was I sent them for grading. So what you could do is you can grade them for around 20 Canadian or 15 USD. But what I did was I did the expedited grading because I wanted it back right away. So I spent around $60. So let's say $60 for Luffy, $60 for grading. So I'm in on this card for $120. And then not one, but I purchased 2 of those. So altogether, I'm in the card for $240 for 2 Luffys. All I need was when these cards came back, both of them got PSA 10, which is amazing. I know it's hard, you might not get PSA 10 on these cards, so that's why it's very important when you're purchasing it, asking the buyer for very close-up pictures, looking at the centering, because this is all important. You got to know how to buy. How to buy is important. That's also something you should know when you're collecting cards, how to buy and how to sell. So for this example, I got 2 Luffys, and then I sent them out for grading, and they both came back in a PSA 10. What does that mean? That means I can either sell both cards and make a great profit. But what I did was I sold 1 Luffy and around $220. So I sold my 1 Luffy because PSA 10 equals $220. So once I sold that PSA 10 card, that means the second Luffy I got, I spent together almost about $240 on both cards. The second card I could keep. The second Luffy I can keep. And for example, like I'm not getting it for entirely free, but if you make a difference, around $20 to get a PSA 10 Luffy in your collection for $20, that is so worth it. And this is just an example which I did. You can apply this to so many other cards out there. I'm just showing you an example, but once you start opening up your mind, you can really start collecting smartly. Because is that even a word, smartly? I don't know if it's a word, but I'm just putting it out there. I'm just trying to give out some value, help you guys out in your collecting journey, because I know there's so many great cards out there and we want to get them all. And when I first started collecting, I always wonder, how does everyone have this great collection? It's not because everyone has so much money. It's because they're very smart when they start collecting. And then what I'm going to do is, if you made it this far, thank you for staying by. Thank you for watching the video. Consider subscribing if you want me to make some more videos around collecting, buying, selling. Or if you have any questions collecting One Piece cards. But I didn't mention, I'm going to go over what is the next card I'm looking at, maybe as a collection piece to my collection. So if you know, the next pre-release is going to be the Zoro pre-release card coming up. This is the card right here. This is a card. I love Zoro. Zoro is one of my favorite characters. So this is something I'm looking to get into my collection. So what I'm planning to do is maybe buy multiple of these cards, send a couple for grading. And if I can get a few 10s, I can sell the other 10s off and keep one for my collection. Let me know what you think about this card. But I hope this video was helpful. My name is Trainer Sin, signing out.